Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing a 3-Lux-1 palette using the Sugar Crystals palette by Violet Voss. I've already done a first impression with this and I will leave it up in the corner if you want to see that, but today we're going to be doing 3 more looks with this. This is what the palette looks like if you have not already seen this. Now, I will say I had a little bit of a twist in the schedule today because my husband was just like,
hey, do you want to go to UFC tonight?
So yeah, we're going to a UFC fight and I need to make this palette work for me to go to UFC tonight. And usually when I do a nighttime look, it's more on the dark side and not really like this. So we're just gonna have to work with this because I still want to use this palette and I'm still really excited to use it. So I think we should just get into it. I've already primed my eyes with my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. And I think what I want to do today is I want to do a blue smoky eye. So I'm first going to put this all over my lid and also blend it into my crease. But I'm gonna leave a little bit of room just right in my inner corner and I'm going to probably put this on my lid. And then I'm not sure which of these colors I want to put in my inner corner. I want to kind of see when I get there. I'm also going to pull the blue down to my lower lash line. So it's going to be a very, very blue look, but I love doing all blue looks. So I'm all about that. So I think we should just start. And this is going to be a pretty simple look. So like I said, I'm first just going to take this blue and pack it all over my lid. And not many things make me more excited than a super pigmented blue. I just think this is so pretty. So next I'm going to pull this down to my lower lash line and I'm going to switch over to a kind of thick angle brush. And don't worry, I am going to go blend this out into my crease as well, but I first just want to pack down this color. I'm then switching to my Morphe M506 brush and I'm dipping into the same shadow. And I'm now going to just blend this into my crease and make sure that everything is looking blended all the way around. I swear all my brushes are going to be stained blue after this. I just washed my brushes and let me show you some that I have that I just did wash. So all of these brushes here are clean. I've used like dish soap with them, I've used shampoo on them and they're still blue. So blue will stain your brushes. I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm sure you all already know that, but it's just the way it is. So next up I'm going to dip into Sweet and Sour, which is this beautiful kind of duochromy blue-green shift. Or I guess maybe it's more like a blue-yellow shift, but it is stunning. So I'm going to basically put that all over my lid now. And I'm also pulling it into my crease a bit as well, just to make sure that the blend is looking a bit better. And as you can see, I am leaving quite a bit of room in my inner corner. I still don't know what I want to go in with there, but I definitely know I want to have a very popping inner corner highlight. I think what I want to use for my inner corner is going to be Lemon Drop, but I'm also tempted to go in with this green shadow. It's a tough choice, but I think I'm going to take Lemon Drop this time because I just really like the combination of blue and yellow together. So I'm basically just going to pop this right where I don't have any shadow yet. And what I want to do next is I want to do a pretty thick liner, and on top of my liner I'm going to use this glitter wand by Pinky Rose. And this is basically just like a black glitter, so I just thought this would add a little bit of sparkle on top of the liner. So I'm sure you can't really see that on my hand, but it's really pretty. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put some black in my waterline because, like I said, it is kind of like a nighttime look that I'm going for, even though these colors might not be very nighttime. And I'm probably going to wear all black tonight as well, so, you know, hopefully in the end it's going to come together. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I'll be right back. So this is going to be the eye look all complete. I'm not really sure how well you can see the glitter liner, but I can really see it up close. So for lips, every time I wear a very, very blue smoky eye, I really like to go with something kind of cool tone and on the mauve side. So I'm going to use this one by Jeffree Star and it's in the shade Sagittarius. And I don't know why I haven't used this more often lately because I love this. So this is going to be the completed first look. I like this a lot, so I'm really excited to go to UFC tonight. It's so nice to live in Vegas and have UFC come to us all the time because it just gives us such a good opportunity to go watch the matches that we want to see. Now, I'm not a huge like UFC fan, but I do like to watch on TV and stuff, even though I don't really know like who most of the fighters are. But it's something that I actually really do enjoy watching as for sports. So yeah, I'm excited for tonight. Let me know what you think of this look, and then let's get into look number 2. Alright, for the second look, I kind of want to make a green because I'm just feeling green today, but since whoa. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, let's try to make a green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the yellow and the blue on the back of my hand until I get a green color. And then I'm going to put that in the inner third of my crease. So this is what I got so far. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I haven't really mixed like two colors to make a completely different color before. So let's just try it and hope that I made enough. So like I said, I'm going to be putting this in the inner third of my crease or so. So for the outer part, I think I want to do the blue. So I'm going to take the blue on the same brush, and I'm using a Luxie 121 mini tapered blending brush. And I'm going to be putting this in the rest of my crease. And also mating it up with the green and blending it in. And for once, I think I want to do my lower lash line next because I don't know what I want to do on my lid this time, which is usually the opposite. Usually I know what to do on my lid, but not the lower lash line. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to do kind of half and half like I did on top, and I'm going to use the pink shade here and the purple shade on the outer corner. So first going to take this neon pink, and then I'm going to go in with the purple and see how the purple does on the lower lash line. I'm not having any troubles getting this purple to stick to my lower lash line. So that's good. I think this purple is just kind of sheer when you blend them into other colors, but I don't think it's like a bad purple. Like it's not like it doesn't work, you know. And I'm just gently tapping my brush over the edges here to kind of blend these in together. So I'm wondering what would happen if I went in with the purple on top of the blue. And maybe I could use that to deepen up the outer corners a bit, so I think I'm going to try that. So let me see if I can layer this just on top of that blue now. I would say it layers okay. It's not, like I said, it's a little bit sheer, but it does stick onto the skin. It's not like it just fluffs away, but it does just give a little bit more dimension. Ooh, I love that. That's really, really pretty. I am gonna just blend out the edges on my lower lash line as well, which I totally forgot to do. So next I'm going to cut my crease, and I have no idea what I want to put on my lid though. I don't know, we'll take that as it comes. So I'm going to use my P. Louise base, and I'm going to do a half cut crease, and I'm just going to do this the way I always do it, and I'll just fast forward and let you guys watch. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pack this mint chocolate shade all over, and then I'll probably go in with one of these topper shades afterwards, but I want to start by packing down one of the matte shades. So I'm literally just going to be placing this all over where I cut my crease. So I think first off, to just blend these two mattes in together a little bit better, I'm going to go in with this one, which is called Grape. And this is one of the purple shimmers. And I'm going to be placing this on the outer corner. Mostly just right on the edge where the two mattes meet. And then for the middle part of my lid, I'm going to go in with Pistachio, which is this green right here. And then I think for the inner corner, I'm going to use two of these. I'm going to take this one right above the pink that I put down, and then in the very inner corner, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to first start off by taking Pistachio. And I'm not going to spray this because I don't want this to be super opaque. I want this to just be like a topper. So I'm actually going to go in with Cotton Candy first now, and I'm still not going to spray this because I just want this to be layered. And then for the very inner part and also the first start of my lid, I'm going to take Sugar Crystals, which this is a very, very sheer kind of duochromy white blue shade. And I do want this to be quite intense, so I am going to spray this. And I'm just going to layer this on the rest of my lid where we don't have any shadow, and that was beautiful. So my camera shut off and I'm not really sure when that happened, but I think you were able to watch most of the application with the shadow. But I will say that this Sugar Crystal shade right here is a little bit crumbly, and it definitely has a little bit of like flakes in it. I'm not sure, I don't really think you can see it, or maybe it was just the way it picked up on a brush. It kind of applied a little bit flaky, but that could have been my mistake, and I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit more to really know what that is all about. But I really like how this looks. I think this turned out so pretty. And I also did wrap it around a little bit just right over this pink shade. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I did that on both eyes. And this is going to be the completed eye look with the shadows. And for my waterline, I'm going to go with a lilac, I think. So I'm going to use Crybaby, I think this is. Yeah, Crybaby by Colourpop. I'm going to put this in my waterline, and then I'm going to do some liner mascara, and I'll be right back and we can put on a lipstick. So this is the eye look all complete. I am so happy with how this turned out. I think this looks really, really pretty. So for lipstick, I'm going to use one of my Anna Sui lipsticks. And if I'm mispronouncing that, please let me know, because I heard someone say Anna Sui the other day and I'm really not sure. So I'm going to use this really, really pretty pink one. It's in the shade F202. And I'm actually going to apply this with a lip brush because I'm terrible at applying bullet lipsticks, and I also don't have a lip liner that matches this. So I will be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, 20 million years later, I am back with the lipstick on, and I think this came together really nicely. So I'm super happy with this look. Let me know what you think. I think that this could be one of my favorite looks, but I guess we'll see at the end of the video. But so far, I'm a huge fan of this one. So yeah, let's just get into look number 3, I guess. Alright, it is time for the final look with this beautiful palette, and I think I want to try out this purple again and see how I can make this work. So I'm first going to dip into Jelly Bean, and I'm going to put that in the outer half or so of my eye. I'm also going to try to pack this on my lid just because I want to see how this shade performs and if I'm able to do an all matte look. So it's looking pretty nice and vibrant. I think this shadow is just not really that good layered with darker shadows, and it's going to perform a lot better with, say, the oranges and the yellow. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to keep this a pretty warm tone look. So I'm taking this about halfway across, and I'm also pulling it into my crease and blending it out, as well as down to my lower lash line. And this brush I'm using is an angle brush from Luxie. They should still sell these as a set. I've gotten 2 sets now, one in BoxyCharm and one in my Try Beauty box, and I really, really like these. So if I can find a set anywhere, I will link it down below for you, because it comes with 3 very, very small brushes, and they're great if you have small eyes like myself. So I mean, this purple is actually looking a lot better than I thought it would, so that's a nice surprise. So for the rest of my eye, I'm going to keep a little bit of space open left in the inner corner, but for the left of my eye, I'm going to use Pearberry, which is this orange kind of peachy shade. And I will say now, from having used that purple, that the purple has a little bit more kick up in the pan this time than it did last time, but that's because I went in a bit more heavy-handed now, and I tend to do that when I plan on going in with mattes all over my lid. I really want to coat my brush. So it does have a little bit of kick up if that's something that bothers you, but it's very minimal. So I'm just packing this now on the rest of my eyelid, of course meeting it up with the purple. And it's not laying perfectly on my lid here, it's a little bit patchy, but that's okay because I do think I want to layer some of the shimmers on top of this, so it's not really a big deal, but I don't think I would use this on my lid as a matte on its own because it's a little bit just like dry. It doesn't want to stick as nicely to my lid as it does in the crease. And I'm also taking this underneath my eye. And for the inner corner, I'm sure you can guess it, I'm going to take Banana, which is the yellow matte. And I'm just going to pack this in here where I don't have any shadow yet. So this is going to be it for mattes. I'm going to dip back into the purple and just try to make sure that both sides are looking even and nice before I go in with these shimmers. So I could totally leave it as it is right now, but obviously since these are so many beautiful shimmery shades and they're supposed to be toppers, I want to use them as toppers and try to layer them on top of these mattes. So I'm really just going to use the corresponding shades to what I have on the lid. So on my outer corner, I'm going to layer this one. And then in the middle, I'm going to go in with this. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to take this beautiful yellow. So first I'm taking Grape. I'm now going in with Orange Cream right above that corally orange shade. And that is beautiful. And then for my inner corner, I'm going to layer Lemon Drop on top of that yellow. And then just right in my tear duct, I'm gonna go in with Buttercream and just try to make this pop even more. Okay, so I really like this. I love this palette so far, spoiler alert, but I'm going to finish up the rest of my eyes now. Now, what should I do with my waterline? I'm kind of thinking orange could be cool. So I'm gonna take this orange Makeup Forever pencil, which is in the shade Any Tangerine. I'm gonna pop this in, then I'm going to put on some liner mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the final eye look. I think this came out really fun and summery and cute, and I like it. So for lipstick, I'm going to go with an orange because I like orange lipstick. So I'm going to use Anna Nicole by Jeffree Star. So this is going to be the final look. Now let's talk about this palette for a little bit so I can give a bit of a review on this. So let's start talking about the mattes now. Personally, I actually really like this matte formula. I think it performs really well. It's nice and pigmented, it's buildable, it's blendable. The only one that I had a bit of issues with was the purple in my first impression, but after that I felt like they all performed really nicely. And I will say that the best way to use these shimmers are probably going to be layered on top of another matte or on top of a cut crease because they will just show up better that way. And you can get a lot of different unique colors by layering them on top of each other. Now, I haven't really played around too much with, say, layering anything on top of the purple that isn't another purple, but I could imagine if you go in with, say, the orange and layer that on top of the purple, it's going to make a beautiful kind of orangey purple duochrome. So definitely something to play around with, but personally I just really like to be able to match the mattes to the shimmers. That's just something that I really enjoy doing. So also the bottom row here is so beautiful as face highlighters, and this is a row that I wasn't sure if I was going to end up using, but I'm actually like using it as normal highlighters, and I love these in my inner corners too. I think they are stunning. So far on my face, I've used this one, this one, this one, and I think this one, but I've definitely used all of these three and they work really well as a face highlight. So overall, I am so happy I bought this palette, and I can see myself getting so much more use out of it than I originally thought. I thought at first that, yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm not going to use it like every day, but I can actually see myself like pulling into this palette every single day, either for an inner corner highlight or a face highlight if I'm not using them on my eyes. So I think for me, this is a great investment and something that I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of. So if this palette looks interesting to you, I don't think you would be disappointed at all if you picked it up. I think you would really, really love it. So I hope this was helpful at all. Let me know down below if you have any other questions, and I would love to try to answer them in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching as always. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I will see you in my next video. Bye.